Jason Wheeler here in the WFAA newsroom. We're bringing you some breaking news. We are following a police chase right now, and we want to keep you updated on what's going on. This is happening in Mesquite. Here is a view right now from HD Chopper 8. This is 635 going northbound. Passing I-30 right now, as we understand it. Police in pursuit. This started as a stolen vehicle. In Mesquite, and police have been chasing after ever since. We do know that they've had at least one close call in an intersection where this car almost hit another vehicle. And so Mesquite police, as you see there, in hot pursuit. We're in the fast lane, now moving over to the right. It's the gray car there in about the middle of your screen, and you can see the police right behind that car. We continue to follow this vehicle. Whoa, hit the side wall there, the retaining wall. This is a stolen vehicle, a suspected stolen vehicle. We do not know what led police to chase this vehicle or identify it as stolen in the first place, but it is happening here. This vehicle now exiting off of 635. This is near the Royal exit, and we don't know what direction we're heading in now, but this has, again, been going for some time. Earlier, when we were on these surface streets, we know that this vehicle almost hit another vehicle at an intersection, and so this person hasn't shown much regard for life here, as we often see in these police chases. They are certainly doing everything they can to make sure that police do not catch them. Again, this is Mesquite PD chasing, even though we are entering other jurisdictions here. This is southbound Plano Road. Okay, and it looks like this person is turning, and again, you know, it just makes it even more complicated, the fact that you see so much construction out there, which can be confusing for other drivers to begin with. And then you've got, you know, someone, doing this in the middle of all this. It looks like we're going back onto 635, I believe, headed southbound this time. So back toward where this whole thing began in Mesquite. When there's some consistency in what they're doing, police can, get out in front of this, take a different route, clear out some areas. This is the town center area there in Mesquite, if you're familiar with that. Very busy area, even on a weekday, and just pulled a fast one there on police, and, did a very ill-advised move across. The lead police car was stranded there on the freeway and obviously wasn't going to do something as stupid as this driver just did and get over at the last second. So we got other police cars now joining the chase. You just saw, it looked like an SUV coming through the grass there. So there's no shortage of cars in pursuit of this car, and there we go on the wrong way lanes. It never takes too long in these cases as the drivers get more and more desperate. Looks like they are just zooming along on these residential streets, just about to enter a parking lot here, so that ought to be interesting. Which is this town? This isn't the town center there. It looks like it's a, we'll hold off on identifying it. Okay, where the PetSmart is. If you're familiar with where the PetSmart is there near town center in Mesquite, that's where we are right now. This person just zipping along through parking lots. You could get somebody just broadsided or rear-ended here and lose their lives because this person has decided on a Monday afternoon that it would be a great idea to take a stolen car and run from police. By the way, don't really have statistics for you here, but almost always they end up getting caught. And here we go, wrong way again. This just adds to the charges, by the way, too. That's the stupidity of it, in addition to the fact that they are, so willy-nilly about other people's lives out there. The charges that they get to face, they're just racking them up here with all of the different maneuvers that they're doing, including going the wrong way into traffic and obviously risking their own life. Can you imagine, by the way, being one of these other drivers? You're out there, maybe you just had a late lunch, maybe you've headed out to go pick up the kids, and you are driving along peacefully, and you've got this bullet of a car just coming down the roadway at you. And I hate to see curves in this road here too, because that means people might not have a warning that this thing is coming right at them, and those are always the deadliest crashes, where you get those head-on collisions. So thankfully they've gotten off of that, and we're headed now, it looks like, through some residential streets here which is another worry too, because we know so many kids are still out of school right now. Thankfully, it is extraordinarily hot outside, so hopefully we don't have too many people who might just be walking out in front of this thing in that residential neighborhood. It's almost like a crazy eight here, almost like an infinity symbol, just taking you in every which direction, and imagine the police trying to keep up with this thing as well. Heading south. Okay, so we're heading south on Town East. Several wrong way driving incidents going on as we've been watching this car that has been on the run from Mesquite police. You have such a risk to other people's lives out there as this person just gets more and more desperate and makes moves that are just ridiculously dangerous. Again, coming around that curve, easily could have gone straight into one of those houses there because the driver lost control there because they're going so fast in this residential neighborhood on streets that were not designed for this. They went into the oncoming traffic lanes again, just went right by another truck there. We're on the I-30 service road now, right there near Town East in Mesquite. Started in Mesquite, went all the way up 635, all the way to Royal. Then this person got off, and decided to make it a round trip and go all the way back to Mesquite. We have dumped off now of the access road, and our got some good help here. Southbound Gus Thomason in Mesquite, major road there, which again, if you're familiar with that area, is probably going to have quite a few vehicles on it, even at this time of the afternoon on a Monday. Now we're going over the concrete median. Other drivers totally, obviously, who would think that they're going to encounter this? This is a police chase that's been going for some time, and this person should be considered dangerous. Just the danger they're putting other people's lives into. Looks like we're about to go into an apartment complex here. Don't know if this person's going to try to get out and hoof it now. We often see that when they sort of get pinned in here in these places where they don't have a lot of options anymore. Maybe this person is familiar with this apartment complex and they think, well, I know all the hiding places here, so this is where I'd like to ditch this car and get out. It looks like they just went over a speed bump there too, so that complicates their matters a little bit more too. And you can bet that police are swarming into every entrance of this parking lot here, and so the options are going to start to get real limited. We have come to a stop. We don't see a door open yet though, so police have no idea what they're dealing with this person inside this car who has been totally fine with, possibly ending other people's lives in this entire situation. So they don't know, is this person armed in there? Is there more than one person in there? Is there someone in there who's being held? They don't know. And so this is one of the most dangerous things for police, to have to now approach this car, which at any moment could become active again, and they just proved that. We're active once again. This is the Places Apartments at Town Crossing. They're in Mesquite. As I told you, police swarming in from every entrance, but this car just navigating that, making its way through. I wonder if they stationed somebody at the front here. As you see somebody scurrying over near that dumpster too. It's just a bad place to be caught up right now. But police getting out of the way of this, they don't want to, necessarily be involved in a crash with this person, but this is the best opportunity so far that we've seen in this, 50-minute saga for police to be able to stop this car and perhaps apprehend this person. Looks like they just ran into a roadblock there, a truck sort of blocking them off there. Somebody is out of their vehicle. That did not look like a police vehicle. Maybe it was undercover. There goes a stop stick. It came up short. The driver able to skirt it to the right and then continue on. There we see Fuzzy's Tacos. Again, this is near the Places Apartments there, Town Crossing in Mesquite. And it looks like we're headed back out onto the roadways once again. That was a big missed opportunity, unfortunately. Hopefully they didn't have a full tank before they started this, because everybody wants to see this kind of thing come to an end and not in a tragic way. This person, appears to at least be somewhat familiar with the roads, because they've been navigating, in a way that has been terribly dangerous, but they've been able to evade police so far. This police chase that's been going for some time now, but that stop stick, it looked like missed by several feet as police were trying to get it out there. In that apartment complex, we even saw someone on foot approaching this vehicle after getting out of an unmarked truck, so we don't know if that was just a passerby, somebody who was familiar with what was going on, or if that was an undercover police officer or what. Okay, now we're up on sidewalks. Okay, so we've added yet another infraction to the list that just continues to grow here. No shame whatsoever. Just hauling through these neighborhoods. You saw a moment ago in that apartment complex, didn't quite think it through with the speed bumps that were there in that parking lot. But, you know, again, they seem to at least keep on finding another exit, another route. Police have pulled back a little bit. Sometimes you will see them do that when we start to get to really stupid maneuvers like that. I mean, all of these are stupid, but that's especially stupid to be going wrong way through an intersection. They realize that, you know what, maybe we pull off of this person just a little. At this point, we just don't have a lot of information on how this originated. We only know that it started, we're coming up on an hour ago. About 1:10, I think, was the timing that we had on it when we first knew about this. We don't know if any other departments have joined this chase. A lot of these departments have, you know, differing views on when to chase and whether to chase. They can start to, you know, try to get out in front of this, maybe even throw out a stop stick again, which we just saw a few moments ago, but that was unsuccessful. Uh-oh, we got to a gate and just ran right through it. Wow, that gate did not hold up well. Okay. So now we are in some kind of a gated complex. That gate just didn't do a thing to slow this down. There we go. We've got somebody out of the car. Again, this is the scary part for police now because they don't know if this person's armed. They do know this person is dangerous. They're carrying something, though. Looks like they've got a bag in their hand, in the right hand there. This person just hoofing it, trying to get away. Again, thankfully, it's a really hot day. Hope he runs out of energy soon, and we can bring this to a close. But thank goodness this person is no longer behind the wheel, endangering all of the public. But again, we don't know what kind of danger they do present still because we don't know if they're armed. We see this a lot. They go under the tree canopy because they know that the police chopper might have some trouble identifying where they are here. You know, a lot of those have infrared. Don't know how helpful that is on this hot day. Looks like we're on the street out there now. If you're watching this and you know, you recognize this is your neighborhood, lock your door because who knows what this person is capable of. All right, so looks like we're headed back underneath the power lines here for some more running. This person has shown a penchant for doing the round trip, you know, where they run a certain way and then they turn back and go the other way. Same thing in the car. Can't tell if they're still carrying the bag. Let's look and see if they've still got the bag. Doesn't look like this person still has the bag. Hiding behind the gray house. Okay, we're west of La Prada Drive here. South of Oates. West of Prada, south of Oates. West of Prada and south of Oates. If you live in this neighborhood, lock your doors, be on the lookout, be aware of what's happening around you. This person would probably love to find an open door to be able to continue running from police. Looks like they're getting real fatigued out there. Which totally understand. Now we're going back over a fence, though, so enough energy left for that. And we're on a trail at this point. So now we've gone through the freeways, through the parking lots, through neighborhoods, endangering untold numbers of people. And now we're on a trail. It looks like a police car just pulled up on that trail behind this person. And you can bet there's probably going to be one right up ahead of you, too, here, going through the gate. It's amazing to me how there's no locks on any gates. All right, back out into the street here and looking like the end of a marathon. Back under the trees we go. And again, this makes it really hard for police who already have a hard job. You can see them arriving on foot as well. You can bet there are some on the other side as well. So there's no shortage. There's one you and a whole lot of police officers. And so we really see them converging in now in this one little area underneath this tree. We don't know, has this come to an end there? Right at a little bit more than an hour. A little bit more than an hour it has taken us to get to this point, whatever this point is, underneath this large tree.